guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Maria Suazo. If you're new to this channel, welcome. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I edit my Instagram photos. I promise you, it's literally like a 30 to 40 second process on how I edit them. It's super easy. I don't do much because of the tools that I use to make it super easy to edit and just post. So yeah, in this video, I'm basically showing tools that are available to you that you can use to really edit your photos and make them look really good without having to be an expert at Photoshop or any of the other apps. Before we get into how I edit my photos, which by the way is super easy, like I don't know how else to describe it other than it literally will take you a minute to edit and post a photo. Before we get into that, however, just go ahead and subscribe down below if you want to stay tuned with everything else I post on this channel. I post a lot of lifestyle content, faith-related topics, and beauty-related stuff. So if you're interested in any of that, go ahead and subscribe. Like this video if you enjoyed it. If there's anything in this video that helped you out, I would really appreciate it if you gave it a thumbs up. But yeah, now let's get into basically how I edit my photos. Super easy. Like, you guys are gonna be shocked at how easy it is to edit. So let's go ahead and get started. Here are the apps that I use for my photos. The main one that we're going to use is Lightroom. Lightroom is basically like Photoshop on the go. So basically what I use for my photos are presets, and presets are kind of like filters, but a lot more detailed, and you can play around with them a lot more to kind of make it like customized into what you like. So I'm gonna link down below the preset that I have been using, and basically all you do is you purchase the preset, you upload it onto your mobile Lightroom, and then it's accessible for you to use with any photo that you upload into Lightroom. So that's what I'm using when I talk about presets. So I'm gonna be editing this photo in Lightroom, and basically I just imported the photo into Adobe Lightroom, and now I'm gonna apply the preset. In Adobe Lightroom down here, it has the option to use the presets that you've previously downloaded. So now I just apply the preset, and this is my preset name, Vintage Spice, and this is what the photo looks like when we apply the preset. If you hold the photo, it shows you what it looked like before and then what it looked like after. The reason why I like this preset is because it adds a lot of warmth to my photos, but it also brings down color. I don't really like color in my photos. So for example, if you see the green banner before, right behind me, the green and yellow signs, when I apply this preset, it completely like brings it down and minimizes it. I don't like complete black and white, obviously, so I like a little bit of color, but not like too much. So this preset is perfect in terms of like the type of vibe and style that I like. So that's basically all that I do in Lightroom. But for this photo, I think I do want to increase the exposure a little bit. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit light down here, and I'm gonna bring up the exposure just a little bit. And then I think honestly, like, it's perfect. It's literally super easy. So I just save it to my camera roll. I also like to use VSCO, and what I do is I import the photo, and this is the filter that I use. I use A6 because I feel like A6 brings a lot of contrast to the photo. This is way too much filter, so I bring it down to like about 2 or 2.5 depending. So yeah, I just add A6, and now it just made a very slight difference. It just brought down the warmth a little bit, and that's basically the photo. So basically here is the photo before and here's the photo after, and I literally did like 2 steps. Like, it's super easy. That's really how I edit my photos. It's very easy, very simple. Okay, so I'm gonna do a photo that's a little bit more difficult to edit because I took it inside my house. So those photos that I take inside usually require a lot more editing because it's inside and it's not the best lighting compared to outside. So we're going to be editing this photo right here. This is what we're going to be editing. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to open up Lightroom, and I'm going to open this photo up right here. And again, we're going to use the presets tab to add Vintage Spice. But as you can see, the preset makes it a little bit darker. All it does is bring out the colors and lower the colors and add warmth to the photo. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up the contrast basically by a lot, because the photo was super dark before. As you can see, it was like this, and now we're bringing up the light. But if you can see, now that I brought up the exposure, now I seem like a little bit too orange. So I'm going to go under the colors tab, and then there's like a little mix button at the top right, and I'm going to use the color orange, and I'm going to bring that down, or actually I think that looks okay. I think the luminance is what I'm going to bring down a little, and I'm going to bring the saturation down, and maybe, let's see, I'm just playing around to see like what fits best. So I think we fixed that part, just the skin color. And I also think that the shadows, like as you can see, like the back of the photo, the back of the photo, the shadows look a little bit too much. So I'm going to bring the shadows down. Or let's see, yeah, I think I'm going to bring the shadows down a bit. And that's before, and this is after. That's like such a huge difference, right? Before and after. Before and after. So I think the photo looks good like that. Now I'm just going to save it to my camera roll. Now, like I mentioned before, we're going to go ahead and put it into ViscoCam because that's what I like to do with all of my photos. So I'm going to import it to ViscoCam, and then I'm going to apply my favorite filter, which is A6 right here. And obviously that's way too detailed, filtered. So I'm going to bring it down. For this one, I'm going to leave the filter much higher, like in the middle, because I feel like it needs more of a filter. So, dang, this is such a huge difference. Actually, we're going to bring it down to like 4. And that's basically it. So we're going to save it, save to camera roll, and bada bing, bada boom. So yeah, guys, that's basically how I edit my photos. It's super easy. I'm telling you guys, getting a preset is like, makes your life so much easier, especially if you're like me and you don't have like a lot of experience in Photoshop or editing. This is a perfect way to make your photos look very professional and detailed. That's basically how I edit my photos. I know it's super easy and you guys probably expected something much more detailed and in-depth, but super easy. 2 apps, Lightroom and Visco, and that's basically all I use. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video on how I edit my Instagram photos. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know down below if you guys have any other video suggestions, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!